is perhaps even more devalued today than any time in world history, which should not be surprising, since 2 Timothy 3, 1 through 4 tells us that in the last days things will become more perilous as people love themselves, are haughty, are disobedient to parents, ungrateful, without self-control, brutal, despisers of good, traitors, and lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God. If the Bible warns that things are going to get worse as apostasy increases, then should we not expect to see a repeat of the horrors of the Third Reich in the coming religious Reich? While the violence and brutal savagery may have the appearance of a more humane and sensitive agenda, make no mistake, it will still be brutal, as 2 Timothy describes. Sadly, several generations here in America have been educated in many of the philosophies that produced the Third Reich and will be the foundation of the coming religious Reich. Since the 1970s, students have been indoctrinated in values clarification and situational ethics courses, moral relativism, pragmatism, the end justifies the means, the right to die, doctor-assisted suicide, the duty to die, active euthanasia, evolution, the basis of eugenics, postmodernism, truth and reality are created by man, nihilism, life has no ultimate meaning, hedonism, pursuit of pleasure, self-esteem, love of self, tolerance education, Christians in biblical truth is intolerant, sustainable development, population control, lifeboat scenario, less valued individuals are expendable. One of the outcomes of this sort of thinking is extreme self-centeredness. And if you don't think that America's young people are self-centered and self-absorbed, then take note of how many selfies the average student takes of themselves on a given day. American school children have been indoctrinated in values and philosophies that would make them good little Nazis. Yet, the next Reich will not be about National Socialism, but international socialism. And they will not be good little Nazis, but good little collectivists who go along with the global group consensus. If this chapter does anything, it should cause you to realize that ideas have consequences, that the heart of a man is steeped in depravity, and that apart from the biblical gospel, there is no amount of legislation or religious talk that can transform the human heart, or society, or culture, or nation. A global political and religious authority is moving fast, and the celebration of Pope Francis in America in September 2015, despite his radical worldview, reveals just how easy it will be for even more radical world leaders to step onto the world scene and take total control with virtually no resistance, ultimately leading to one world leader.